Okay, picture this. You have a critical, life-saving surgery needed for a child. But doing it the standard way might actually destroy the one thing that child loves most, their passion.
Yeah.
So how far do you go? I mean, not just for survival, but to protect that quality of life, their dreams.
That's a really profound question, isn't it? It sort of challenges the typical definition of medical success.
Right.
It pushes us beyond just the clinical side into thinking about the whole person, their happiness, their well-being.
Exactly. And that's why today's deep dive is, well, I think it's pretty special. We're looking into this really unique kidney transplant story. It involves a young baseball player, Sam Heintz. And we're basing this on an article that shares some really inspiring details from Michigan's Helen DeVos Children's Hospital, they're part of Corewell Health, and how they approached his care.
Yeah, so our mission today is really to unpack how you get this blend of top-notch medical skill and this deep, real empathy, how that combination can lead to these custom solutions.
Solutions that maybe break the mold a bit.
Exactly. Solutions that maybe defy convention to protect what truly matters to the patient. We're talking about a medical decision that was, well, literally a game changer for this kid.
Okay, so let's dive in. Let's start with Sam Heintz himself. He was really young, just 5, when his family got the kind of news, well, it's every parent's worst nightmare, basically.
That's right. The diagnosis was something called atypical hemolytic uremic syndrome.
Yeah.
It's rare, and it's incredibly serious, life-threatening.
And what does it actually do?
It causes these tiny blood clots to form, specifically in the kidneys. And over time, that damage leads, unfortunately, to kidney failure.
Wow. So the prognosis wasn't good.
No.
The article mentions he had this instant love for baseball even that young, but it became clear pretty quickly he'd needed a transplant.
And he eventually got one when he was 8. The team at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital stepped in.
Right, and that's where things get interesting, because of the baseball connection.
Yeah, this is the unexpected hurdle.
Yeah.
So standard practice, right? When you transplant a kidney, it almost always goes into the lower right side of the body. There are good anatomical reasons for that.
Okay, standard procedure. But
Yeah.
here's the problem for Sam. He's a left-handed batter.
Ah.
So think about that stance. If the kidney is on his lower right side, the article says it would be directly exposed and vulnerable if a pitcher threw an errant fastball.
Oof. Yeah.
I mean, you picture a young player, maybe facing fast pitches, even a foul tip, hitting that spot. What are the risks there, medically speaking?
Oh, they're significant. I mean, direct trauma to a newly transplanted kidney, you're looking at potential bleeding, serious damage to the organ itself, maybe even rupture.
Doesn't bear thinking about.
No, it could compromise the graft, his long-term health.
Yep.
It's a very real danger, not just a theoretical one.
And his mom, Alicia, she voiced this exact fear. The source quotes her saying something really powerful to Corewell Health. She asked, when this is all done, can he still play baseball? If that's gone, then our life is going to drastically change. I mean, that just hits you, right? It's not just about the kidney working. It's about his whole life, his joy.
Absolutely. It perfectly captures that emotional weight. It forces you to think beyond just the operating room.
Yeah, into the kid's future, his passions.
It's that shift, isn't it? Understanding quality of life means understanding what makes life worth living for that person.
So, faced with this, the family made what the article calls a special request.
Okay.
They basically asked, look, could you possibly put his kidney on the left side instead to keep it safer on the baseball field?
Which sounds simple, maybe, but in surgery.
It's anything but simple, right? Especially with something as established as kidney transplant placement.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
And the initial reaction, according to his mom telling another outlet, WZZM13, was pretty much what you'd expect.
Let me guess. We've never done that before.
Exactly. They said that's never been a request before.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the real pivot point in the story, I think. Moving from just fixing a medical problem to truly individualizing care.
That moment, never been a request before. What allows a team to hear that and not just say, sorry, standard procedure?
That's the key question, isn't it? Because their response was, frankly, remarkable. They didn't just consider it. The source says they were happy to make it happen.
Happy to make it happen. Not just willing, but happy. What does that signal about the culture there at Corewell Health, at DeVos Children's, to be that adaptable?
It suggests a culture that really empowers its teams to prioritize the patient's holistic well-being. It's not just about following the protocol. It's about finding the best solution for the specific patient.
Even if it means innovating on the spot.
Right. It takes medical skill, obviously, but also this ethical courage to say, okay, the standard way isn't the best way for Sam. That's that empathy we mentioned, understanding the whole person.
And they didn't just do it because the family asked. They saw the logic. Christina Brini, a physician assistant there in pediatric nephrology, she basically validated it.
What did she say?
She said, "It makes sense, right? If you're left-handed and you have the bat up, you don't want to be exposed to where all of these balls are coming at you at 100 miles per hour."
See, that's brilliant. A medical professional thinking about baseball mechanics.
Exactly. Not just anatomy charts.
It shows they really listened. They understood his world, his context, not just his medical file. That's personalized medicine, truly.
And Sam himself, kids say best sometimes. He just said, "It was super cool. I'm a lefty, and when I'm up to bat, it's pretty vulnerable if I turn and foul one off or get hit there."
You can just hear the relief, can't you? He gets it. He knows why it matters.
Totally. So this custom solution, this tailored approach, it worked.
It absolutely led to what the article calls a valiant comeback.
Yeah.
The best outcome possible. Sam is back on the baseball field. He's playing.
That's fantastic. That dream is alive.
And there's this lovely little detail, too, kind of a full circle moment.
Oh, yeah.
The wife of Sam's current baseball coach, she was actually his nurse back when he was first diagnosed as a little kid.
No way. That's incredible. It speaks volumes, doesn't it, about the connection, the community around him.
It really does. It shows how that care extends, beyond the hospital stay. It's the human connection.
So yeah, his early life threw him a major curveball. But that medical team, their willingness to adapt, plus the new kidney.
It let him step back up to the plate. And you get the strong sense baseball is going to be a huge part of his life moving forward.
It's such a powerful story. You've got the rare disease, this really unconventional transplant approach, and just the sheer compassion from the team at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital. It really highlights what patient-centered care can look like.
Yeah, it drives home that medical innovation isn't always about, fancy new machines or drugs. Sometimes it's about listening.
It's about understanding the person, the human spirit right there in front of you and supporting that.
Which kind of brings us to a bigger thought, doesn't it? For all of us, really, whatever field we're in, how often do we maybe miss those seemingly small details?
The personal things.
Yeah, the personal things about someone's life, their passions, their unique situation, details that, if we actually stopped and considered them, could make a massive difference in their ability to, live a really full and happy life.
That's a great point. Thinking about your own world, your work, your interactions.
Right.
What small adjustments, maybe things we overlook, could actually unlock huge potential for someone else if we just took their specific needs or dreams into account.
It's definitely something to think about. Those seemingly minor things. They might just be the game changers.